Hey guys, today we're going to do a get ready with me. This is going to be just like my everyday go-to makeup look. I've worn it in a few of my videos and I have had more compliments on this makeup look than I've probably ever had on a makeup look I've done on YouTube. Maybe one other one I got a lot on. And this is really easy. It's just kind of an everyday thing. It's for the summer. I'm going to take my bangles off because I'm going to be put on makeup. It will be loud. And it has been one of my favorite looks to go to use this month. I've worn it a ton, so I thought it would be fun to recreate with you all today because I've been wearing it a ton. I did go ahead and do my face makeup. I have Benefit Gimme Brow on my eyebrows. For foundation, I've been mixing my IT Cosmetics CC Cream in Light because it's actually a tiny bit dark with a sample of the Chanel Velvet Lumiere, I think in 10 Beige, which is actually a little bit too light. Pretty good coverage. I really like the IT Cosmetics. When I run out, I want to get the next shade down, and I want to try the Radiance one. And then for concealer, I used the MAC Prep and Prime Radiance Rose under my eyes to like brighten, and the Light Boost a little bit here. It's not a must-have. I'm just using products I have. I mean, it works great, but you know. And then the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15 under the eyes. I'm loving it. I understand what all the hype is about. I hadn't been wearing it. I had it, but I just hadn't worn it. And now I do know. And I primed my eyelids. So let's just get started. And the paint pot that I have been using is MAC Eclair paint pot. It's one of the Pro Longwear ones. It came out in a collection. However, you could achieve the same look by using any kind of darker brown. This has like a like almost reddish purple undertone. And I mean Maybelline Bad to the Bronze would work. I mean, really honestly, any shade that you really like. But I think what looks so good about this is because it's just a darker shade, so it's just a little bit different. And I apply this with my fingers. You know those like the little Sigma Precision Kabukis? I've thought about getting one of those for things like this. If any of you have one of those, let me know how it works, because I've seen some YouTubers use that and they just dip the brush in the pot and they use the brush to apply it, and they never once use their finger. So I'd be curious to see how that turned out. And I just apply it all over my lid. I don't really get into the crease, but I get up to the crease. And we're done. It is easy, but it's not that easy. And then I use one of these Sigma E25s. I like to use these little mini ones because, I don't know, I feel like it's a little rough with it, and I don't feel too bad about if I'm, you know, rough with it. And I just use that to kind of blend out the edges, because it's a little hard to get it perfectly seamless with your fingers. When I got this paint pot, I think I used it one time and then I just put it in my drawer because I was like, this is just really dark. I just don't know if I can work with it. Like MAC, I think it's like Constructivist. I have that too, and I just don't ever use it because it's so dark. And I mean, I like dark eyeshadow fine, but I'm trying to use do a daily makeup basket or weekly, monthly, whatever, and rotate through some stuff and decide, you know, actually like bring it out to use, and then if I don't like it, get rid of it. But if I'm not using it, then, you know, I don't know if I like it or not. Speaking of, I have, I'm still doing the monthly makeup baskets for my own personal thing, but I'm not actually filming them anymore, which I will talk more about that in my Project Pam video. I just didn't like how I didn't like that. I didn't like that video. I just felt like it was so choppy and unprepared, even though I couldn't really do anything to be prepared. I didn't like how it turned out. So, okay. And I just blend it out like that. And then I get a, you know, a little crease brush, a fluffy blending one, and I go in with my bronzer, which is the Luminous Bronze Light from Hourglass. If I was using a palette with a really perfect crease shade, then I would use that. But that's the beauty of this look, is it's really easy. You use your bronzer for your crease, which you can use anytime. Usually our bronzers are, you know, that kind of tone anyway, so it really works out well. And I don't feel the need to set my paint pot with a powder on top to keep it from creasing or anything like that. I don't find that mine does. And then because it wouldn't be complete, I'm going to use a matte, like, brow bone color on the brow bone. And a little tip that you can always use is use your face powder. It's not going to be the same as an eyeshadow, but it serves the same purpose, because I just feel like that area isn't complete without that. And it kind of helps, you know, erase any mistakes around the edges. It gives it just a polished look. So see, it takes very little product in that sense. You could go on a vacation and just take the paint pot as your eyeshadow, and then all your face products work. I did not powder my face prior to this because I like to leave my foundation to set for a few minutes before I go in with that. Okay, to tightline, I'm just going to use this Revlon Grow Luscious black eyeliner. I really hate doing this on camera. Because I don't really like to watch other people do that as well. Okay. I'm still rocking the brown eyeliner. I'm going to do just a little bit. You know what? I'm actually not going to do brown. I'm going to just do a tiny bit of black on my top lash line. But when you have a color this dark on your lids, you really don't even have to use eyeliner on top if you don't want to. I know it's not like the most dark eyeshadow ever, but I just got back from a play date. We went to a splash pad this morning and early afternoon, and that is one of my favorite places to have a play date. It's so nice and relaxing, and you get to sit out and, you know, get some sun. And where we go, it's there's a lot of shaded coverage for adults or the moms to sit. And we take like the big beach blankets and lay them out, and we always take a little picnic lunch, and it's just so fun. I have a group of people I've been having play dates with ever since my daughter was I guess old enough to have play dates. And I'm going to be so sad when all these kids start school and, you know, aren't doing this every week. We'll still have to get together with them. They're all pretty much the same age too. And I just love it. I just curled my eyelashes and used a coat of the Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof. I always add a coat of waterproof mascara underneath, And it's just a really thin coat. I don't have any problems taking it off at night. I use a special eye makeup remover. I don't mean special, I mean like I use a eye makeup remover. You know, a remover for eye makeup. Which even before I ever started doing waterproof, I always used a special eye, you know, special remover for eye makeup. Works just as well. It holds my curl. I don't really use it for the waterproof aspect. I use it to hold the curl, and I have no problems, no complaints. So that's what that looks like. I mean, it is as simple as it gets. A lot of times when I'm trying to get ready and out the door, I still want to look put together and nice regardless where I'm going, but I don't always want to pull out like an eyeshadow palette and, you know, 20 eyeshadow brushes. And especially on vacations, you know, you don't want to pack a ton and a ton of brushes. And then sometimes you need to get ready and out the door, and you don't want to be that person holding up everybody because you're doing all kinds of eye makeup looks. Okay, this is the Benefit Powder Flodge. It's for setting under eye concealer. I've had it forever. I'm using it just to actually use it. I really want to try the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder next. I had the Bare Minerals Well Rested, but I got rid of it because it, I didn't feel like it was brightening enough for my skin tone. I felt like it was just a little too close to my tone. And then my MAC Blot Powder to set my foundation. Do y'all have any like good setting powders that y'all really like? I don't think I've ever had a powder that I just really loved, that I'm like, oh man, that's a good powder. I don't think I've ever felt that way about a powder. If any of y'all have one, please tell me, because I would really be curious to try it. The Rimmel Stay Matte is good for a drugstore and what it is, but I don't really think it's that fantastic. So, you know, I don't necessarily need that one suggested. Okay, and back to my bronzer, the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light, which I think is amazing. I'm gonna have to make myself put it away and actually pull out another bronzers to use, because I want to keep going through ones in my collection and decide, do I love these? Do I want to keep them? That Glow Minerals Sunlight Bronzer I used last summer, I'm going to pull that out again soon because I loved that last summer. I used the heck out of it. And I may get Hoola out again because I did enjoy that one. I guess in the summer I do like a more shimmery bronze. Just a little fun. And then I take a little bit and just kind of, I'm not really contouring by any means. I just like add a little bit of color there. And then, surprise, surprise, NARS Madly, which looks like the most nothing blush. Y'all, I love it. Okay. And the past few days, I've been doing something different and putting it on the backs of my cheekbones. And I like it better because I don't think it draws attention to this area or disturbs the concealer as much. So, I don't know. I've had people put makeup on me and they would put blush there. Makeup artists, so I know that it's a thing. And I used not to like it because I was like, you can't even see your blush. But I guess you don't have to see your blush when you're looking straight on. See, it's just a really like bronzy, glowy, but yet very natural kind of look. And then my highlight that I've been using is this duo in the Clinique Sunburst Duo. I'll show you what the highlight looks like. And it is not actually the most smooth texture in the world, but I mean, it's okay. I mean, that's really packing it on. So that tells you what it looks like. I think it's kind of like a white gold. I think that's how I would describe it. If someone was to ask. I just use this little stippling brush. And I decided I wanted to pan a palette this year. But I do my 1 month 1 palette, so I couldn't really do that. And then I watched somebody and they said, do anything, do a single, duo, trio. And this was one I actually really liked to use and had some good work on it. So I decided to try this. And it wasn't until later, because I was just using this as like a coat on my eyeshadows, that I decided to try it as a highlighter. And I really, really like it. I'm actually going to be sad when this duo is gone. Sunburst. I've seen it at a CCO pretty recently. Okay, and then my lower lash line, I'm going to add a touch of brown eyeliner. And that is the eye look. And then for lips, this Revlon Creme Brulee Lip Butter. It doesn't have a lot of color to it. It's a good nude. And then I'll add a little bit of my YSL Nude Carrot Gloss on top to finish off the glowy nude look. I guess that's a really good way to describe this look, is just kind of like glowy nudes. I'm wearing like a bronzy eye, nude lip, nude cheeks. It's just kind of glowy, bronzy nude. And I do want to say, in some of my videos, I'd had some comments that my skin looked really good, and I think it looks pretty decent on playback. And it's not that it doesn't, but if you were to get really close to me, the texture on my cheeks, it's really not pretty. So in case you're thinking, oh gosh, you complain about your skin, it looks good. No, it does not look perfect by any means. I doubt anybody thinks it does. But anyways, that is the look. It's just been like my favorite look of a while now. So in case you were interested, that is what I do. Super easy. I'm sure the video is long because I chat. I don't feel like I did too much chit chat today, so I don't know. But that is all. I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye.